Let us continue with the random variable concept in continuation with the probability. What is probability doing here nu kekkalam? What do you mean by random variable and what we want to know about probability and random variable? Yes, you will find all the answers of your questions at the end of the discussion. Very well you know about the term random. Random na nadiyave kelvipatirupinga, any nu artham. Okay, randomly any nu artham, right? And we know variable. What do you mean by variables? Which has a varying nature. If I give you a value 1, you cannot say this as a variable, because if I see this value and read, I'll say is 1, and if you see this value and read, you'll say is 1. So you call this as constant, which means that it's all same. It's all same, right? But when I say x, what is your age? X. What is my age? X. This is what you call as variable. Varies. It has vary in nature. It's the constant and variable difference. Inga namma pesa poradhu not just a variable, random variable, and we are going to connect this random variable with respect to some events what we have defined in probability. Probably we'll go for tossing of coins or throwing a die or whatever it is. I have this random variable also called a stochastic variable. What do you mean by stochastic is, it's not precise, it's not certain. Ena nam inga probability oda link pandranala we cannot say this will definitely come, but you can certain extent you can say. So certainty irukana, not certain, uncertain da solla mudiyum. So it's not precise, idhu dhaan varum solla mudiyadhu. So thorayama nu solluvaanga. Okay, that's what you call as stochastic. So random variable is also called as stochastic, right? Fine. When I say the nature of random variable, how I represent the random variables, use the capital X. Use the capital X. Okay, we use the capital X. Usually capital X with respect to one variable. If you have another variable, we'll use capital Y. It depends on, right? Capital X with respect to one or two variables. The nature of this variable will be a real number. Which means it can take positive value, can take negative value, can take 0. Okay, it can take positive, negative or 0. So I'm just going step by step. I have gone for the nature of this variable and how I represent it using the capital letters. Okay, what I'm going to do with this random variable is, I'm going to try linking this as a function. So I may define random variable as a function. Okay, before making it as a function, functions neenga nariya padichirupinga. What do you mean by function? How the function is valid? Nariya padichirupinga. But still, before directly going and trying to link this as a function, let me have in a tabular form. So let me go for trying to link with tossing one coin. Tossing one coin, right? I'm going to toss one coin. You definitely know the sample space of this coin will be head, tail. Okay, I'm very sure that you know the sample space will contain head and tail alone, because you're tossing one coin, right? I'm going to assign this x value here. What is this x? Random variable. I'm going to assign this x value here, which means I have to define an event A. Okay, I have to define an event A, because whole of the topic will be discussing favorable of an event, favorable of an event, and the event A என்னன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம define பண்ணும். With respect to number of heads, we can take anything. I'm just considering here number of heads, right? If you check here with respect to tail, the number of heads is 0, so 0. If you check here, the number of head is 1. This is the value what I'm going to assign here for x. A another number of heads. The number of heads oru coin la vary agala. That's why we are terming this as variable. It may vary. And the variable ku na oru representation x nu tharen, which is capital X, and I'm going to assign the value 0 or 1, right? So x, which will take the value 0 or 1, right? From where I'm taking this x value? From A, from the event what I have defined, from A, which is taken from tossing a coin. This value is now assigned with a probability value. This is assigned with a probability value, that is linked with the probability value. That is when it is 0, that is when I get a tail. What is the probability of getting a tail? It's half, right? So 1/2. When I assign this x value 1, what is 1? With respect to head, what is the probability of getting a head? Is again half, so half. Is it okay? So half for getting this is not seen to be 0. This 0 is nothing but tail. Upper tail vathikku evlo chance? Half. And this is not taken as 1. This is taken with respect to head. There is one head. Upper one head vathikku evlo chance? 1/2. This is how random variable is linked with probability. Okay. This is how random variable is linked with probability. And if you check the nature here, half plus half will be equal to 1. In the 1, which is nothing but total probability 1, is being distributed to this random variable. Adhanada the probability distribution. See, we'll discuss more on probability distribution. Why we use the term probability distribution is the total probability value 1 is distributed to many random variables. Here 0 and 1. In case, if I go for tossing of 2 coins, let me take the same A, which is the event A is nothing but representing the number of heads. Okay, I toss a coin, I'll go for checking the number of heads. I assign X value. So obviously, what is the sample space for tossing 2 coins? It may be tail, or it may be head, or tail, head, or head, right? So the values may be 0 heads with respect to X, or the values may be 1 head, or the values may be 2 heads, right? So in case it is 0 heads, it is tail and tail. What is the probability for this? 1 by 4. So I'm going to have the probability values here, right? In case 1 head, which means that there may be head, tail, or tail, head. So there are 2 possibilities of coming. So 2 by 4. Is it okay? In case both are heads, that is both are heads, I have only one case favorable. So 1 by 4. Is it okay? The table which I get here because of combining this event A and the sample space with respect to 2 coins with the random variable X is what you call as the random variable and probability distribution. So if I add, you can make a check here. If you add, you'll get the value as 1 here. Always you'll get the value as 1 here. We can go with 3 coins, you can go with 4 coins, you can go with any number of coins. An easy way to link this values here is nothing but Pascal triangle. Idellame nama Pascal triangle paathirukkom. For short recall, 1 1 1 2 1 we have seen already. See, if you check here 1 1, yes, I'm getting the value 1 here. Idha nama Pascal triangle pottuirukom. If you check with respect to 2 coins, 1 2 1, yes, 1 2 1. If you go with 3 coins, 1 3 3 1. Okay, Pascal's triangle paathirukkom, coin tossing problems paathirukkom. In addition to that, we have this random variable table. So you can express this random variable as a table, or as a function, So we have represented using a table here. Let me go as a function because random variable here is defined as a function on a sample space. Okay, function on a sample space. Okay, we are going to consider not one single function here. I am going to consider 2 different functions. Okay, so if I have the sample space S with respect to 1 coin, let me go for 1 coin. So I have head or tail with respect to 1 coin, right? Sample space with respect to 1 coin. I have head or tail. So I have 2 events. Here I am going to take the probabilities. Okay, I am going to take the probabilities. I may define this as any function. For naming sake, I take it this as f. I am going to define this with respect to the probability values. You know that h is assigned with the probability value half. Okay, and tail is assigned with the probability half. Yes, add panna 1 varno, total probability should be 1. Yes, so h with half and tail with half, right? So this is one way of defining. Okay, here my problem is with respect to defining random variable as a function. So let me define this with respect to another function where I am going to link this with a random variable x. Here if you check this function f, definitely know some concepts about function. F enga define pannirken, s landu inga define pannirken. S is the domain and this one will be codomain, which is nothing but the probability values. You may ask me, how can I have qualitative values? Quantitative தான் இருக்கணும். இருக்க முடியாது. Functionல quantitative வச்சு தான் describe பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். But here I am taking function as defining or linking one with another. Okay, just direct நம்ம function எடுக்காம defining or linking one with other. In this case, where I have another function, probably this is f1 and this is f2 னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். f1 and f2 னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். Here I have something called as domain S, which is being mapped to the random variable x. Okay, how I am mapping here is I have 2 values 0 and 1. So 2 values 0 and 1. Is it okay? 0 and 1. 0 means no heads. So tail is linked here. Is it okay? Tail is linked here. 1 means 1 head. So 1 is linked here. Is it okay? Here I had a function f1 taken from s to the probability values. Here is a function f2 which is taken from sample space to the random variable. Okay, to the random variable. which is random variable in the sense that the values which I have taken as random variable. Now I am going to link these two domains, codomains, these two values. In the x probability value link பண்ணி நான் டேபிளா போட்டுருக்கேன்ல அதுதான் இந்த ரெண்டுமே. ஓகே, இங்க என்ன இருக்கு, எனக்கு டெய்லுக்கு 0, டெய்லுக்கு 0, ஓகே, டெய்லுக்கு 0, டெய்லுக்கு வேல்யூ என்னது half. Is it okay with respect to tail? When I go for head, headக்கு 1, here it is 1, and for head it is half. This is how you can try to link. So random variable defined as a function defined on the sample space. So இது வந்து sample space ல define பண்ணினோம். Instead of taking f1 and f2, we can take this function as capital S function itself. நான் f1 f2 ன்னு சொல்றது just ஒரு common understandingகாக சொன்னேன். இது வந்து probability values ஓட map பண்ணா we call this as probability function. Okay, probability function சொல்லுவோம். If we define this x, that is the set of all x தான் x னு define பண்ணிட்டு இந்த function பேரே x னு சொல்லுவோம். That's why we are defining random variable as a function. Okay, you may expect these questions in your question papers, especially for CA foundation. What is the nature of random variable number? It's a real number, positive, negative, 0. Random variable is a function. If you go for each and every word in your material, it will be given as, it's defined as a function on a sample space. Okay, so random variable is defined as a function, and usually we represent in the table form, not as a function, usually in the table form. In the mother represent pannu, right? In the value negative avum irukalama. First question, negative avum irukalam. 0 va irukalam, okay, 0. Positive, okay, positive. What about negative? This can be negative. Yes, instead of quantizing, you are going to run some business, and this business may have profit or loss. Appo loss enga the negative value thana? Yes, negative value irukalam. It can be positive, negative, or 0. This one question you have a doubt. Usually you will have a doubt on this. First thing. Innonu, what about 2 heads if I have? Okay, this is actually very simple thing to think. When I toss one coin, there is no possibility of getting 2 heads. Am I right? ஒரு காயின் டாஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா எனக்கு மொத்தமே என்ன ஈவென்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு, ஹெட் ஆர் டெயில் ரெண்டு ஈவென்ட்ஸ் இருக்கு. வாட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ் இஃப் ஐ கெட் 2 ஹெட்ஸ்னா there is no chance of getting, so your probability will be 0. Okay, in case you may be having 5 coins, you may be tossing 5 coins. So x க்கு என்னென்ன வேல்யூ எடுக்கலாம்னா 0 எடுக்கலாம், 1 எடுக்கலாம், 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 எல்லாம் வராது, up to 5 தான் வரும், because 5 coins ல 5 heads தான் வரும். So this is how we can define the values for x. So இதை வந்து எப்படி represent பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா x is equal to set of all 0, 1, 2 இப்படியே express பண்ணலாம். Okay, the way you express may be differing, but try to understand the logic. When I define this event A is with respect to number of heads, now there can be no 6 heads and 5 coins, there can be no 2 heads and 1 single coin. So idu nama logically think pannalu you can understand. So this is what you can expect here. So I have done with stochastic variable, I have done with the nature of random variable. Let me go for types of random variable. We have 2 types. Here we have 2 types. One is discrete in nature and one we have continuous in nature. Discrete and continuous, right? Discrete and continuous. Obviously you may be knowing what do you mean by discrete and continuous. For better understanding, let me take 3 wordings. One is finite, and another is infinite. Finite and infinite. Finite theriyum, infinite theriyum. Actually I told you 3 wordings. 2 wordings na discuss panna, one more wording I'll come along. When I say finite, definitely you'll be knowing we have a definite end. Okay, we can say this is the end, right? This is what you call as finite. Infinite means it will go on, there is no stoppage. That is, we cannot tell this is the end. This is what you call as infinite, no end at all. It will be very large, goes on and on and on. Infinite la rendu vidhamana infinity irukku. Okay, rendu vidhamana infinity irukku. One is countably infinite, and another is uncountably infinite. Okay, try to understand countably infinite and uncountably infinite. Countably infinite na you can take the very good example and simple example, set of natural numbers. Okay, you can say set of natural numbers, it starts with 1. Okay, set of whole numbers, it starts with 0. Can you define the end? No, poite irukum infinite. But when we say countably infinite, or 1 lakh பிறகு என்ன நம்பர் வரும்? Yes, definitely you can say. ஒரு 10 crores பிறகு என்ன நம்பர் வரும்? You can say. ஒரு 10 million பிறகு என்ன நம்பர் வரும்? Yes, you can say. This is what you call as infinite, but still it's countable in nature. Count பண்ணலாம். இந்த மாதிரி countable in nature வந்து infinite இருந்தாலும் we are going to put this and this one with respect to discrete case. With respect to discrete case. When it is infinite, okay, and uncountable, count பண்ணிட்டே இருக்க முடியும். நடுவுல ஒரு will not have any link between the numbers. ஒண்ணுதுக்கும் வந்து வேற மாதிரி வரும். அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தா countably infinite இருந்தா it will not come under this category. Obviously it's not going to come under this category. அப்போ இந்த கேட்டகரியில இருக்கிறது மட்டும் நான் கண்டினியூஸ்ல ஃபிட் பண்ணிப்பேன். ஓகே, இந்த கேட்டகரியில இருக்கும்போது கண்டினியூஸ்ல ஃபிட் பண்ணிப்பேன். So I have three wordings now. As I discussed, three wordings use பண்றேன். One is finite. So this is the first word I am using here now. One is finite. One is countably infinite. And one is uncountably infinite. Three wordings. Now I am fitting here. Discrete na another? Finite. Okay, finite. Yes. And uncountably infinite. Sorry, countably infinite. Countably infinite. Okay, countably infinite. When I go with respect to continuous case, I talk about, that is continuous random variable. I talk about uncountably infinite. There may be small variations also, uncountably infinite. Okay, so random variable discrete irukkalam, continuous irukkalam. When I say random variable discrete, I may use this random variable in the case of head counts. Okay, probably you are going to a mall or you are going for a temple where there are some counting machines are there, illa tracing machines are there. அங்கே வந்து ஒரு சின்ன குழந்தைய கூட்டிகிட்டு போனாலும் they say one head count. ஒரு பெரிய வயசானவர் 80+ தாத்தா போனாலும் they say it's a head count. See, countably infinite, right? Countably infiniteனால discrete தான் போடும். Discrete means you can define each and every value individually. For example, if I take a value between 0 to 10, okay, if I take a value between 0 to 10, I can say 0 is there, 1 is there, 2 is there. In between 1 and 2 எடுக்க மாட்டோம். ஓகே, ஒன்றரை டிக்கெட் ரெண்டரை டிக்கெட்லாம் சொல்ல மாட்டோம். வில் கோ ஃபார் த ஹெட் கவுண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ இது வந்து எந்த மாதிரி கேஸ் இருக்கும்னா, ப்ராப்ளி திஸ் மே கோ வித் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஹெட் கவுண்ட்ஸ் பார்க்கலாம். இல்லைனா வந்து லைக் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஆக்சிடென்ட்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி, இல்லை நம்பர் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் விசிட்டிங் டாக்டர்ஸ், நம்பர் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் விசிட்டிங், வெதர் யூ கோ ஃபார் காஃப் ஆர் வெதர் யூ கோ ஃபார் கொரோனா, வெதர் யூ கோ ஃபார் ஹார்ட் அட்டாக், வாட் எவர் த கேசஸ், வில் சே நம்பர் ஆஃப் பேஷண்ட்ஸ் அட்டெண்டட். இதுதான் வந்து நம்பர்ஸில் இருக்கும். So number of head counts or accidents, இந்த மாதிரி problems எல்லாம் வரலாம். Whereas in the case of continuous case, we go for checking the height, weight, BP. இதெல்லாம் பாருங்களா, ஒரு பர்சன் உங்களோட பிபியை செக் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஒரு மினிட்டுக்கோ இன்னொரு மினிட்டுக்கோ it will show a variation. Okay, so அந்த மாதிரி countably infiniteனா with this range 0,1, I'll find infinite number of values in the sense that 0,1 எடுத்துக்கிறேன், 10 கூட இருக்குல்ல, 0,1 தான். அப்போ if I take it in the line, here is 0, here is 1, there are an infinite number of points. So 0 க்கு next point என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, you cannot say 0.1. you are not taking a scale and measuring. ஸ்கேலில் வேணால் 0 பிறகு 0.1 இருக்கும். ஆனால் ஒரிஜினலாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 0க்கும் 0.1க்கும் இருக்கிற ஸ்மால் கேப்பில் you can find so many points lying. That's what you call as countably infinite. You cannot count and stop the number. It will go on and on. ஸோ நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 0 பிறகு 0.0000, it will be 00, somewhere you will be getting the value. Okay, decimal places தான் நம்ம அவுட் ஆஃப் பண்ணிங்க தான் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணுவோம். So this is what is called as countably infinite. இது வந்து finding the height, weight, இதுக்கெல்லாம் வரும். Okay, so there may be a small difference. This is with respect to the types of random variable, discrete and continuous cases, right? Why I am taking this random variable along with probability distribution? Now here we are going to define probability distribution with respect to three cases. One case here is the general case. Actually 3 case எல்லாம் இல்ல, ஒரே ஒரு கேஸ் தான் probability distribution define பண்றதுக்கு. General case தான், அதுல பர்టిక్యులர் நம்ம எதை பத்தி பேசுறோமோ அதை பத்தி define பண்ணிக்கலாம். Second case I am going to discuss here is with respect to discrete case. So let me have the space. So second case with respect to discrete case, which means the random variable which I am defining is a discrete random variable. And third case is with respect to continuous case. So if my random variable happens to be a continuous variable, then the probability distribution will be defined on continuous random variable. Discrete on the discrete, general on the general. Is it okay? Fine. What does probability distribution says here is you can take the help of the axiomatic definition of probability. Hope you remember the axiomatic definition. I am not going to take all the axioms there. Axiomatic definition la 3 points paathirupom. Okay, 3 points I'll just give a small recall. First point will be saying P of A is greater than or equal to 0. The very first point in the axiomatic definition. Second point says P of S is equal to 1. Okay, third point says P of A1 union A2, all the union of elements going on will be equal to summation of all the probability values. where all the AIs, A1, A2, all the AIs happens to be mutually exclusive. Okay, this is the axiomatic definition. Obviously, I am not going to use all these axioms here. I am not going to consider this one, I am going to consider this one with respect to A. If there is any event A defined on a sample space, then probability of that event will be greater than or equal to 0. What is the random variable? As we defined as a function, x is a function defined on a sample space, and that we are trying to link with the probability values. So here, when I go for defining the probability distribution with any random variable x, appo capital X is நம்ம particular mention பண்றோம். இங்க capital X எப்படி mention பண்ணுங்க? For the example this case, x is equal to 0, right? This capital S is used for representing the variable. 0 சொன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? P of x is equal to 0. Am I right? Here P of x is equal to 1. Am I right? Here P of x is equal to 2. Am I right? So in the 0, 1, 2 வந்து general என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம்? Small x னு போட்டுக்கலாம். Is it okay? So if this variable is in general x னு வச்சுக்கலாம். We don't know whether it's discrete or continuous. அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி மாத்திக்கலாம். இப்போதைக்கு x னு வச்சுக்கலாம். அப்போ நான் define பண்ற probability value P of x எப்படி இருக்கணும்? Either it will be greater or equal to 0. Am I right? It should be greater or equal to 0. You may ask me, now only you told us that random variable can be negative. Random variable negative இருக்கலாம். I am talking about probability value. See, this is what the axiom tells us in the definition. When we say it's a probability value, P of x, that is probability of this variable should be greater than or equal to 0. இங்க x ஓட வேல்யூ 0வா இருக்கலாம், பட் இதோட probability value என்னவா இருக்க முடியும்? Greater than or equal to 0 தான இருக்க முடியும். So it cannot be definitely negative, right? One thing. And as we discussed earlier on probability distribution is one single value, that is 1ங்கிற வேல்யூவை நம்ம ஸ்ப்ளிட் பண்ணி போடுறோம், அதுதான் probability distribution. So summation of all these probability values should be equal to 1. Is it okay? P of x should be greater than or equal to 0 and summation of all these probability values should be equal to 1. Now we go for specific cases. These two are specific cases. Okay, இது நீங்க generalize பண்ணிக்கலாம். There is no hard and fast rule like நீங்க generalize பண்ணிக்கலாம். இது எப்படி வந்ததுன்னு தெரிஞ்சா இதெல்லாம் எப்படி வந்ததுன்னு ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா தெரிஞ்சிடும், right? Instead of x, what I am going to do here is, here also I am going to consider x, but instead of taking probability as the value, I am going to take f of x as the value. Okay. இங்க நான் டைரக்டா probability value எடுத்து இங்க f of x value எடுக்க போறேன். ஏன் f of x எடுக்கறோம்னா it may be a general case where each and every time I may not be defining the probability value as probability value. ஏன்னா probability value ஓட application வேற எங்கயாவது இருக்கும், probably like binomial distribution. அப்ப நான் f of x தான் யூஸ் பண்ணேன். I am not directly taking the probability value. Along with some other values I will take probability value. அப்போ f of x will be a combination of probability function. So in the case of f of x, the same. Instead of p of x I am taking f of x. So f of x greater than or equal to 0. Am I right? Fine. Second point, instead of p of x, directly f of x. So summation f of x equal to 1. Is it okay? Fine. Now come for the continuous continuous case where random variable here is continuous in nature. Again x, again f of x, the same way. Here f of x is in terms of probability, not directly linked with probability. There is a combination with probability and other values. Adanaala f of x. Obviously the first case follows f of x greater than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0. Now lies the problem, when I talk about continuous, I cannot say it's directly continuous with 0, 1. In a 0, 1 la countable infinite number or uncountably infinite number of points irukku. Adanaala na or range particular inga fix pannirukonu. Okay, this f of x is applicable where engadukka or range particular fix pannirukonu. That range is defined as alpha, beta. Okay, terms about the bayapadadinga, some range. In the 0, 1 la, for example, I am fixing the value as 0, 0.5. Okay, any value, not even 0.5, 0.1, 0.1, which means that here is 0, here is 0.1. In between lies many number of points. Upon a 0, 1 lay, you will basically 0.1. So the 0.1. So in general, we take this as alpha, beta. And in this range, I am taking the values as f of x greater than or equal to 0. Up outside range, f of x may be less than 0, not considered. Inga namadhe eppadi consider pandra f of x greater than or equal to 0 in this range. Is it okay? Now, whenever I use summation, actually we need to know the knowledge about two things: summation and integration. Okay, integration and calculus nanichittu bayandhu nariya per padikama irupanga. Very simple definition here is, what do you mean by summation? You add all the values, right? Sum of all the values. Integration adhe danga, add all the values. sum na discrete values add பண்ணுவீங்க. For example, if I have summation x is equal to 1 to 10 வச்சுக்கலாம். What would be the answer? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus, right? Up to 10 you will add and you will find the answer. Whereas if this integration is used and x is ranging from x is equal to 1 to 10 na, you cannot just add 1 plus 2 plus 10 because we are talking this integration with respect to continuous values. அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்னா 1 plus 1 க்கு பிறகு என்ன இருக்கு? 1.1 ஆ இல்ல, 1.01 ஆ இல்ல, 1.001 ஆ இல்ல. இந்த 1 க்கும் 1.001 க்கு எவ்வளவு வேல்யூஸ் இருக்கு எல்லாமே ஆட் பண்ணும். இது எஸ்பெஷலாக வந்து எங்கே யூஸ் பண்ணணும்னா இந்த ஸ்பேஸ் ஒர்க்லலாம் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். ஸ்பேஸ் ரிசர்ச்லாம் இன்டெகிரேஷன் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். இன்டெகிரேஷன் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் சம்மேஷன் ஆஃப் ஆல் த வேல்யூஸ். நீங்கள் ஒரு நார்மல் ஸ்கேலில் இந்த மெஷரிங் டேப் ஆர் ஸ்கேலில் நீங்கள் 1 சென்டிமீட்டர் இங்கே இருக்கும், 2 சென்டிமீட்டர் இங்கே இருக்கும். இங்கேருந்து இங்கே எவ்வளோ மெஷர் பண்ணுவீங்க? 1 சென்டிமீட்டர்னு சொல்லுவீங்க. பட் இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்கிற வேல்யூஸ் எவ்வளோ வேல்யூஸ் இருக்கும் இதெல்லாமே கன்சிடர் பண்ணி தான் நம்ம 1 சென்டிமீட்டர் சொல்லுவோம். தட்ஸ் வாட் வி ஆர் டூயிங் ஹியர். பட் இங்கே ரேஞ்ச் பெருசாக இருக்கும்போது யூ ஹேவ் டு கன்சிடர் ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி வேல்யூஸுங்கிறதுக்காக நம்ம பார்ப்போம். Right? So summation is with respect to discrete now, integration is with respect to continuous. So this is integral from where I am taking alpha to beta. So alpha to beta f of x. But usually in the integration la there may be many number of variables, but integration with respect to what nu paakano. So dx nu use pannu. Is it okay? Dx nu use pannu. This is equal to 1. Right? This is equal to 1. There may be some specific case, instead of defining alpha to beta, there may be an inner range a comma b nu irukkalam. Okay, a comma b. Why I am using alpha beta, why I am using a comma b? There is no such hard and fast rule. Eppadi vena use panikalam. Textbook la alpha and beta, a and b nu use pannirukanaala use pannirukam first thing. And usually mathematics la vandu alpha beta gamma a b x y indha mari terms mathi use pannom. So I am taking a comma b which is taken from alpha comma beta. அப்போ இதுக்கும் ஒரு லிங்க் இருக்கும். எப்படி இருக்கும்னா இந்த ஆல்ஃபா பீட்டாக்கே ஒரு லிங்க் இருக்கு. ஆல்ஃபா will be strictly less than beta. Am I right? ரேஞ்ச் எப்படி இருக்கணும்? இது லெஸர் வேல்யூவா இருக்கணும், அது கிரேட்டர் வேல்யூவா இருக்கணும். ஸோ ஆல்ஃபா will be less than beta or it can be equal to also. It depends on. I am taking a and b such that this interval is taken from this range. So if I present in a subset form, this may be a proper subset or subset. இப்போ நீங்க ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஆல்ஃபா இங்க இருக்கு, பீட்டா இங்க இருக்கு. Please listen here. ஆல்ஃபா இங்கே இருக்குது, பீட்டா இங்கே இருக்குது. இந்த ஏ அண்ட் பி எங்கேருந்து எடுத்திருக்கேன்? இங்கேருந்து எடுத்திருக்கேன். அப்போ ஏ இஸ் ஹியர், பி இஸ் ஹியர். ஸோ there exists a relationship like this. Okay. For better understanding, my alpha comma beta is 0 comma 10. Is it okay? My a comma b is 2 comma 3. Now check the relationship between all the 4 numbers. இது இன்டர்வல்லாம் பார்க்காதீங்க, just 4 numbers பாருங்க. 0, less than 2, less than 3, less than 10. Am I right? I am getting this relation. ஈக்குவல் டு இருக்க சான்சஸ் இருக்குது, அதனால் ஈக்குவல் டு ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் கேஸாக இருந்தால் நவ் மை இன்டகிரேஷன் வில் நாட் ஒர்க் ஃப்ரம் ஆல்ஃபா டு பீட்டா. இன்ஸ்டெட் திஸ் வில் ஒர்க் ஃப்ரம் a to b f of x dx which is equal to 1. So we have to consider this probability distribution in 3 angles. Actually originally இது தான், but depending on the variability of x, that is the nature of x, you can differ. So generally பார்த்தீங்கன்னா p of x will be greater than or equal to 0 and the probability value of all the values taken to be should be equal to 1 total probability. Discrete னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா yes summation தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவேன். In that case I am not going to use p of x, instead f of x. So f of x greater than or equal to 0 and summation of all the values equal to 1. Is it okay? In the case of continuous I have to define an interval. Is it okay? Define an interval. So f of x greater than or equal to 0 and the interval defined as alpha and beta. So integration taken from alpha to beta, f of x dx is equal to 1. And some specific cases, this is a specific case where I am not, maybe this may be the interval range, but I am talking specifically about a comma b na integral a to b f of x dx is equal to 1. Subsequent video will go for defining of problems and other things, right? Expected value.